Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have a very severe case that we are needing all of you to solve. Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? If you are ready at a site, please comment on YouTube. We would love to see your comments. So let me give you the brief scenario that we found, and we busted these three at the scene of what happened. So they were at a dinner party for Sir Ferb Fletcher. They had never met each other. All they thought was that they were his only friend, that he had no other friend except them. He was rich, and he was lonely, and he wasn't liked very much. And then suddenly he was dead. So now the question is, which one of these three did it? Because they were the only ones at the party when he died. Sorry, there's no Sassy on stage right now. We haven't introduced who our suspects are. So this is what's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. I have just described the scene to you. This is a devastating scene for Sir Ferb Fletcher's family. My condolences. But just before we get onto it, you are now tonight going to give us your thoughts. They are each going to give us their story. They are going to introduce themselves. They are going to give us their story. If you vote, it is this lady on my left. It will be a blue square. If you vote, it's that lady in the middle. It will be a green square. And if you vote, it's that gentleman at the end. It will be a red square. Under your emojis, there are squares towards the end, somewhere in your emojis. So once again, it is, what did I say this color is? Blue. This one is green, and that one is red. All right, so we got it? So you can start voting in the next 5 to 10 minutes, but please first hear their stories. And if you have questions, if you have some questions after hearing their stories that you'd like to know to help you solve the case, you can send them on YouTube, and I might end up asking some of your questions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin this grave incident with the lady in the middle introducing herself and giving us her story as to why. Let me actually say it like this. Sorry, before we continue, they're all going to convince why it was them. They're all going to be convincing why it was them that killed and not the others. So they're not trying to fight for their innocence tonight. They're trying to fight for their crime. All right? So you've got to guess who you think is the actual criminal, but they're all fighting to take the prize of criminal in this incident. All right? Lady in the middle, do you want to tell us why it was you? Please introduce yourself.
My name is Anna Van. And I didn't really like Sir whatever his name is. I just came because, you know, I have a thing for socks. He wore the most beautiful socks. So that night I thought, well, let me just go to the party. And that's what I did. And then I saw, you know, that his bedroom was open. So I thought I'd go and have a little peek. And then when I went in there, I found a big variation of beautiful socks. Green ones and pink ones and silver ones and even gold ones and fluffy ones. And I just loved them. But the ones he was wearing that night, I just wanted those ones. You see, they had, when they fit on, let me just describe. When they fit on, it goes in between your little toes. It's like toe socks. And they had Christmas men on them. So I wanted those. And then before I came out of the room, I spotted some cyanide. So I thought I'm going to take that, you know, and see what happens. Then I came down into the little pathway and I saw a really nice dartboard with darts. And I thought, well, if we can just play a little game with darts and put him to a wall and just torture him a little bit. That's what we wanted to do. I wanted to do that. I just wanted to torture him. And I wanted, you know, and I did. I did. And that little thing went straight into his eye and he screamed, yes. And I think that's how he died.
Sorry, just to clarify, let me just give you some details of the crime. The man was found with bruises on his cheek, a dart in his eye, no socks on his feet, taser marks. He had been tied. You could see that there were struggles. And the cause of death was cyanide. Plus, they actually apparently had known each other. They all went to the Dry Estate Orphanage before they were separated into families. All right, so there's a bit of a background of how they found him at the crime scene. Does it not sound suspicious? What did you say your name was again?
Anna Van.
Anna Van, aka the Red Square, if you want to vote. All right, gentlemen at the very end, do you want to introduce yourself and do you want to tell us why you are the murderer?
Well, it's simple and clear. I'm the strongest here. So, I'm clearly the one. I mean, there's a taser involved and I have a taser. I have like 3 tasers.
Where's
in
your
my house.
taser right now, sir?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you where it is. Same as I can't tell you what's my name. It's classified.
You won't tell us what your name is, sir?
No.
Why is your name classified, sir?
What do you mean, why is it classified? Do you have a I can bring my lawyer, he'll tell you why it's classified, okay?
Do you want to tell us, sir, why you are the murderer? Unknown, sir.
Well, first of all, like I said, I'm the strongest and they look like women. So I would have done everything that was done on him. It's not possible for a woman to kill a strong man like him, you know.
So was Sir Fletcher strong?
I enjoyed it actually.
All right.
Every bit of it. It was nice, him screaming like a baby. Yeah, it was very nice. He was begging for his life, and I had to choose between to spare his life, but considering what he'd done, so I thought, no ways.
What exactly did he do?
Like I said, it's classified information. The things you need to know is that the marks on his body, I can prove them all. The taser, everything.
He is the Red Square.
Me and him were friends, actually. But
Classified, aka the Red Square, ladies and gentlemen.
He betrayed me very bad.
Is that also
It's
classified
something
information?
I cannot forgive, yes. It involves women. So for a woman, you'd do anything. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
You can believe them, but do whatever. I know I'm the killer, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is classified, aka the Red Square. Lady on my left, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sorry. Can you repeat your question?
Did you not hear me? Were you somewhere else? Are you having regrets? Flashbacks of the scene?
My life is miserable in every single way from the moment of my birth. My mother didn't even show up for my birth. So from that moment on, my life has been utterly dull and I sometimes zone out to try and find a better place to exist, but it never works. Sorry, what was your question?
Who are you and why are you the criminal?
My name is Vanessa Laurie. I am completely void of all emotion. I was dropped at an orphanage. I grew up in those halls. There was barely beds, and whenever the beds were taken, I was always forced on the floor. And these two over here were always the favorites in the orphanage. They got adopted before me, and this Sir Ferb Fletcher was the man who was supposed to adopt me. But did he? Do you think he did? No, he didn't. He took me and he threw me into a garbage can like I was rubbish, and then what he did was he walked off into the sunset and made money. So I killed him because he was rubbish, not me. I am not rubbish. I might be crazy, but that is not rubbish. That's just crazy. So I decided that I would get them there so that they would see me kill him, so that they would know how miserable my life's been and that their life isn't all daisies and rainbows and classified information, but it actually is just dirt. It's complete grey. There's nothing to it. So these two are idiots. Sir Ferb Fletcher deserved what came for him, and now I'm going to return to that place that almost is a happy place,
If you're going
but
to
isn't.
carry on like that, you'll end up like Fletcher. Do not call
Come
me.
near me. Just try come near
Well,
me.
the only
Show me your socks.
No.
I want to
She's
see your
always
socks.
had an obsession with socks, like always. Like, it doesn't even make sense. And you know why she didn't kill him? Because she literally just lives for socks. Like, she couldn't have killed
That
him.
is a good reason
because
to kill someone, especially if they're greedy and they don't want to kill you.
you stole my socks at the orphanage and you didn't kill me. So now why did you kill Fletcher for socks? When you could have just killed him. I mean, just taken the socks without killing him.
Because then we were young and now we are not so young.
You are not a serial killer.
I
You are a
am.
baby.
Look
You
at
are
me.
a baby. If I count to 5, you'll start crying. 1, 2. I told you I didn't even get to 5.
What did you say your name was again?
My name is Vanessa Laurie.
All
Leave
right.
me alone. I killed him. Now leave me.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have the, what square are you again? You're the blue square?
Can I change mine to the grey square?
No. So we have the green square and we have the red square. Please start voting. And if you have any questions, because you have to find out who this is, who is the real criminal. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask right now. We shall pose some questions for these 3 lunatics. And I don't appreciate the fact that everyone cheered when Sashi was talking. Sorry, not Sashi. I was thinking, you remind me of someone. When Vanessa, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long week. When Vanessa was talking about rubbish, you all cheered. How dare you cheer when someone is called rubbish? You're all serial killers. I vote everyone here in this room is a serial killer. All right, any questions? Oh, there are lots of comments coming in, but I do not... Someone says you're quite emotional for someone without emotions.
Tell that person I will come out. What is their name? Tell me their name. Tell me it right now.
I'm sorry, I think it's...
She may kill them if you tell them her name.
It's Andrew. You say what you want to say to her. I'm sorry, Andrew.
You know what? For someone that hasn't grown up in an orphanage, I don't respect you for coming and telling me who has grown up in an orphanage what emotions and feelings I can have.
Well, first of all, I did not grow up in an orphanage.
No one's talking to you.
Listen to me. I'm talking to you.
I don't care if you're talking to me. I told you no one was talking to you.
Well, this could be a last day talking.
I am the killer because I don't argue.
That guy is all bark and no bite. When we were in our 2nd year of orphanage, we both came at the same time. He wanted my food. And he told me that if I didn't give him my food, that he'd spit in my face. You know what? I spat in his face before he could spit in my face, and then he cried like a little girl.
All right, so a quick question before this becomes dramatic. Someone asked, what was the victim wearing?
Well, he wasn't wearing his socks because she took them. But that
Simply, he
before
was
I
wearing a
killed him.
black
That's
shirt.
how you know I killed him, because I took
No,
his socks.
we know you didn't because she was so busy sniffing the socks that she couldn't kill him.
Both of you can tell what the victim was wearing. How disgusting. I know what he was wearing.
What was he
He was
wearing?
wearing a white shirt and red pants.
No,
And
the red was from the blood.
No. The red on the white shirt was from the blood.
The white shirt was from the blood.
Well, then, we did not kill the same person. You clearly
I
did not
killed
kill...
Sir Fletcher. Who did you kill?
Well, Fletcher. You killed another one. I don't know
He's a
which one you
liar.
killed.
He's a compulsive liar.
So what was he wearing according to you? He said white shirt and...
He was not wearing his socks.
Okay, anything else? You don't know what he was wearing?
He was wearing everything else except his socks.
What was everything else?
His pants, his top, he had a hat on. Oh, and I think he had a earring in his left ear. Yes, his left ear. Because when I threw the dart,
That's a lie,
I was
'cause
aiming
he had
at the
earrings in
earring,
both ears.
and then I, by mistake,
You
hit his
killed
eye.
the wrong person. He had earrings in both ears.
No, he didn't. You stole the one earring then if he had earrings in both ears. You
No, I
two are
didn't. You had
thieves.
both when I killed him.
All right, another question. To the lady in the middle, how did you take your attention off the socks to kill him?
Exactly.
Well, you see, I had to pin him down to take his socks off because he just wouldn't give it to me. So obviously I just took a little, you know those things, the staplers, very big staplers, and I stapled him to the wall.
A
'cause I
very
had
big
to
stapler.
yes.
That stapled
The
him to the wall.
industrial one.
I don't think industrial ones would do that to a person.
Well, this one did. So I stapled him to the wall. So I had to staple him to the wall to get his socks. But before I did that, I know how his eyes looked because my what is that? Dart went into his eye, and he had
She's already
mascara
lying.
on.
He does not have
mascara
any
on.
marks of staple on his head.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
And then after that, I concentrated on the socks.
Someone commented, they know nothing. I'm beginning to think Kayla killed him. She knows more. I do not know anything. I did not. Can I? Firstly, my name is not Kayla. So please don't refer to me as Kayla. I'm not Kayla. I don't know who Kayla is. I find this very offensive. Can the crowd please close their mouths? Thank you. So I was not at the scene. Like I said, I was not at the birthday party. Do you want to agree with what I'm saying?
Don't remember you seen there. I would have known your socks.
Thank you. That's why I wear secret socks. So I was not the one that was there at the scene. I did not kill him. I'm just investigating, and so I have to know all the details. But I did not know there was a stapler there. I did not think he had nice socks. I didn't even see his socks because he didn't have socks. And no, I was not the killer. So how dare you? I will come find you after. I might end up committing a murder after
socks. She stole them from him.
If you're calling me a killer on YouTube, please ask Jesus to take you very soon. Another question is, what brand were the socks?
They were not a brand. They were just nice toe socks.
Question, are you wearing them right now?
No.
Exactly. So you didn't kill him.
But they're in the wash. You can't wear a dead man's socks. You have to wash them first.
If you were the killer, you would wear a dead man's socks. Dead man's socks. You would wear dead man's socks.
I'm getting frustrated because
you always
we're getting
get frustrated.
Okay, who is the blue
I'm gonna
square
kill
again?
the
It's
both
you.
of them.
Someone is asking, how did you actually commit the murder, since you're claiming you did the murder?
So what I did was I slapped him across the face, and then I slapped him across the face again, and then I tied him up. Oh no, I tied him up, sorry. I couldn't slap him across the face without tying him up because he would have just slapped me back. No, he would have slapped me back. So I tied him up, I slapped him on the face. She was playing with the darts, that I don't take responsibility for. And she didn't aim, she was just trying, she's very bad at
It might have
darts.
been a mistake.
Yeah, so she darted him, I didn't dart him.
First
not that
of all,
cruel.
you're a liar. The rope I bought at ShopRite, so it was my rope. It has a tag on it. You'll find my name price tag on it.
How much was it, sir?
It was 44 rand. I have my receipt
The
with
rope
me in
had
my
a tag.
car.
The rope had a tag. The rope.
The
So
rope
now
had
they're
a tag.
tagging ropes.
Well, I bought it.
From
It's
where?
a brand new rope from ShopRite.
With
I
the
just,
tag. What was on the tag? Was it size?
the
Medium,
price-
small,
the
large,
price
extra
of the
large?
tag, the price.
So you left the price on the tag?
Yes. I've just simply proved they're lying. It's fine, you can
Show
go
us
with
the
them.
slip.
It's in my car.
Everything's
So
in
do you
your
want
car.
to finish telling us the story
Oh
of
yeah,
how you
sorry.
killed him?
So then I tied him up. Then what I did was I took the taser and I tasered him and I told him to say sorry for throwing me in the rubbish bin, but he didn't want to and he denied it. He actually had the decency to deny it. So then what I did was I took the cyanide and I stuffed it into his mouth and I made him chew and it was
How do you choose cyanide?
it was the tablet version.
Oh.
And then what happened was he died in front of me and I'm happy now. And I made
Thank
him
you, my
sign
pleasure.
I made him sign on his will that the money, because he was very rich. That's why I don't understand why he didn't adopt me, because I could have been like this rich girl that doesn't have any problems in life. But no, I'm not. So I then got him to make a check for the orphanage because it was the only place that ever loved me and cared for me, even though it's just a building. But I made him give all his money to the orphanage.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, you are either voting for the blue square, the green square or the red square, it's not square. Please start voting right now. Please send an emoji. Do not write it out. We will not count it as a vote. Please start voting right now. Send the squares. Blue, green, or red. Okay, start voting right now. We are having someone counting the votes. We are about to reveal whether you are right or wrong. But while people are voting, some people are saying that you were all involved. Can you please tell them why it wasn't all of you at the same time?
Have you seen these two? Do they look like killers?
I don't know.
I count to 2. She bursts into tears. He's too scared to do anything. He can't even squish an ant.
Rich man don't look like killers now.
Scare me right now.
I don't have to. We have
Exactly.
everyone's
He's
watching.
in denial.
When I
I'll
get
do it
too
after.
emotional, I then black out and then I don't know what happens after that.
Which means you passed out on the floor and didn't do anything while
no,
I killed him.
Just like
Can't you see?
Why
he's
would you
clearly
two
not the
kill
victim?
Sir Ferb Fletcher though? You didn't even know the man.
Because I
I knew him because he was supposed to adopt me. But
He was
you
my
two were
friend.
adopted.
He was my friend. He
What
betrayed
friend?
me.
Betrayed you how?
Well, that's classified again, like I said.
Okay, how did you know Sir Ferb Fletcher?
There was one day he was walking past and then I saw his little thingy and then I was like, "Sir, can I please have your socks?" And he was like, "No."
You're lying because Sir Ferb Fletcher didn't speak to anybody. He was a stuck-up.
And you're lying because he spoke to me.
He didn't speak
You're both
to you.
lying. He was my friend.
I cried and then he spoke to me.
If
had
you
to-
cried, he would have laughed at you and walked away.
No, I don't believe that.
There are some interesting conclusions coming, and there are some interesting votes. A lot of people are saying, some red, but a lot of people are saying blue killed Sir Ferguson.
I told you I killed him.
Some are even saying that none of you were involved, and others are saying that you were all involved. So this is an interesting twist in the story, ladies and gentlemen. Someone is saying it was Fern's time. It must have been his time to leave. All right, let's give them 30 more seconds to vote, and then we shall reveal who you think it was, and then are you guys ready to actually reveal who it really was?
We will reveal who killed him.
You'll reveal which one of you are the actual mastermind behind the whole thing?
I've already told you it was me, but yes, we'll tell you.
Well, a lot of people are saying it's you. So, and then there's someone who now suddenly said red like a million times. So, it's between red and blue. For some reason,
I am
sorry,
more
what's your name
than
again?
capable.
You're just weird.
Anna Van.
Anna
I
Van.
am more
No one thinks you're a
than
killer.
capable. I have killed a cat before with socks. Hung it from a tree.
Are you trying to convince yourself?
No,
Because it looks like it.
maybe. But I can. And I have.
Oh my gosh, someone is saying Fletcher is still alive. Okay. Now this even became more interesting. All right. Some are saying...
Is he alive?
No, I killed him. You see, he
How?
doesn't even know
That's
he's
not possible. Wait, that's not
If
possible.
he's alive, he'll then
I made
let you
sure of
know
that.
that it was me. This is great news.
All right. Naomi, do you want to come and reveal to me how many people voted for who? Who got the most votes out of the three of them? And then we shall reveal the actual killer.
Well, if it's not me, I'll just continue with the killings.
All
'cause I
right,
do
no
it for a
problem.
living.
No problem.
So,
Empty threats.
Ladies and gentlemen, someone voted for Gray. People
voted
voted for
Gray.
Gray.
My life's
Gray
not
does
that
not
bad.
count. Gray
They
had
voted
8, but it
Gray.
doesn't count.
No, it does count.
Oh, green has 6. Okay.
Red, we have 25.
Red, we have 25. And blue, we have 30. Thank you. So, according to all of you, it was blue. It was Vanessa that killed Sir Ferb Ferguson.
Can I please say
Fletcher.
thank you to all my
Fletcher.
voters? Thank you.
I'd like to say thank you to the people that voted Grey
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen,
and Blue.
we're about to reveal who the actual murderer is. Do one of you want to reveal?
I shall reveal because I got the most votes.
Okay.
So the killer of Sir Ferb Fletcher is a person that has the name
carry on.
So Should we tell them? Should we?
Well,
Fine.
I've already told him. Tell him.
No, as in, should we actually tell them?
What do you
Do I
mean?
get the socks back?
Yes, you can have
Yes.
the socks back.
Okay, you can tell.
So, the person that guessed that Sir Fletcher is still alive was correct. But the person who killed Sir Fletcher, his name is Perry. The real Sir Fletcher is him. So what happened was, no, he didn't resurrect. So what happened was,
It's a lie.
you stop it now. Sit down and let me tell the story. So we all went to the same orphanage, and what happened was Ferb over there actually made quite a good fortune for himself and became a very rich man. And he always looked after her, crazy sock lady,
Orphans as well.
and I, and the orphans at the orphanage. And then what happened was, this guy Perry came and stole his identity and his fortune. And we couldn't prove...
70% of my fortune. by
No,
the
he
way.
stole all of it.
No, I had some stashed up under the ground, so
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know that. So Perry stole his identity and his fortune, and we couldn't prove that it was...
Oh, my cars as well.
Oh, yeah, and your...
My
yeah.
cars.
But we couldn't prove because we were orphans, and no one listens to orphans, like I said in the beginning. So what happened was, we decided that we would corner Sir Ferb Fletcher and torture him. So...
I enjoyed it.
You mean Perry?
I mean Perry, but he was posing as Sir Ferb Fletcher. So what we did was we tied him up, and then we had a slapping squad, which I enjoyed very much. That was my favorite part. So we all slapped him, and then we all slapped him again, and then we all slapped him again, and then I think we slapped him one more time, or was it twice more?
There you go, slapped him like 4 or 5
No,
times.
yeah.
I slapped him like once, and he slept.
No, he didn't. You're lying. You slapped him and hurt your hand.
No,
Then what happened was we were trying to scare him to give up the fortune and the identity. So we decided we'd throw darts at him, but we weren't supposed to hit him. And then
that was my idea, the dot.
Yeah, that was your idea. And then, do you want to tell them what happened?
And then it went into his eye, right in the middle like a bullseye.
But it wasn't supposed
I didn't
to.
mean
No, it
to. I
wasn't
didn't
supposed
mean
to.
to though, that part. I mean,
No,
she
she threw him in the eye.
No, it's not her.
You missed.
She
Yours
missed.
went onto
She
the floor.
You
She got
missed.
the eye. You missed. I hit the
Yes.
wall.
Okay.
Then what happened was we took the taser because he still wasn't willing to give up the fortune and identity. So we tasered him. Thought some electricity, would spark him up. But it didn't. So then what we did was we put the cyanide in front of him.
I got the cyanide from upstairs.
You did. And then she also stole all of his socks, which was weird because he only had like 3 pairs, which is quite gross. Anyway, he was a gross man. Then what happened was we told
I
him...
took 2 out the washing basket, so he had 5.
Did they have holes in them?
The one had a really big hole there, but it was fixed. I fixed it, patched it up and stuff.
It's weird. And then what happened was we told him that he has 2 choices. The first choice is he hands himself over to the police, admits that he stole Ferb, his
Well,
identity.
I told him the 2 choices because it was my...
I didn't say I told him. I just said we told him the
No,
2 choices.
we
Oh,
didn't.
fine.
I
Ferb told him the 2 choices.
Thank you.
And then the first choice was that he goes to prison for the rest of his life and spends it in a grey cell. But he didn't like that. So the second option was he takes the cyanide and commits suicide. And then what happens is he writes on his will that all of the fortune will go to the Dry State Orphanage, and we would allow him to keep the identity of Sir Ferb Fletcher because
Well, not anymore.
he was all about appearances. No, we have to keep our end of the deal.
No. I'm still a rich man.
No.
He's dead, so...
No, the fortune's gone to the orphanage. And
get
you decided on a new name. Do you want
No,
to
we
tell them your new
decided-
name? He's got a new name now. He's no longer Ferb Fletcher. What is your name? Your new name?
Phineas Fletcher.
So Ferb Fletcher never died. He's Ferb Fletcher. Perry killed him, the guy that stole his identity, and he is now Phineas Fletcher. And the orphanage has a lot of money.
Normally I
that's
don't
what
go through
happened.
that process to kill people, but this one.
He was special.
It was.
And she got socks. So everyone's happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the crime. That is the end of the story. Thank you for voting. Thank you for your questions. Can we give these three lunatics a hand? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.